Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail, and in this episode we hold in our hand a broken, empty, twisted heart, devoid of love and compassion. For Beor the blacksmith has had his heart stolen by a wicked fairy, and once it was returned to him, it wasn't as good as it previously had been. So we've gone to see the stonesmiths, and they have crafted this new heart for him, but it must be filled with life, that he may feel the urge to live again. Now we could fill it with some of our own life force, and in all fairness we have plenty of life to give. However, once we are done with this area and we leave it, it wouldn't do to leave a little part of our heart behind with this man, when truly our heart belongs to another already, and to feel some sort of stronger attachment here would be pretty dishonourable. We do have an alternative option at our disposal, however, which is filling it with the life force of monsters. And they do explicitly need to be monsters. Wicked men will not do. Using the life force of monsters will have an unknown result and is rarely used. But here we go. Okay, I pressed the wrong button there, it's fine. Come on. You know you want to. In your face, Croakmore! There we go. Now we know there is a cavern near here where brigands are rumoured to roam. We also know there's looks like some drowners over there we could go fight. Let's go do that. But since it may be entirely humans who were doing the robbing, that's not our best option. So the heart is now on 3/15. And we should put something here, shouldn't we? Also, we're not wearing our cloak. I should fix that. Let's go with 15 health. Yeah, let's just put those there. Okay, we'll take that. And then if we ignore the cavern for now, we can return to it. Hello? Did I spy buried treasure? It appears I did not. Sorry, Quirko, no treasure buried there. But there does appear to be something nearby. I see it now. And up out of the water we surge in slow motion, like a bad child actor storming out of a room in slow motion in a poorly directed soap opera. I swear, when I was younger, if a child actor or a child actress was supposed to storm out of a room in a strop in a soap opera, they actually stormed out of a room. Whereas now they just walk out of the room in slow motion and then half-assedly slam the door in a really pathetic manner that gives you the impression they really can't be fucking arsed. It's like, you're supposed to be upset or angry. Do it emphatically. Don't sort of drift out of the room like some fucking watery-eyed waif, you know. Show some emotion for God's sake. That's a bear. We do not want to tangle with a bear because a bear is not a monster. There's something here, though. Oh, hello.
Disturb my peace.
So this, for instance, will still be at 3. Oh no! 4. Oh, because the Croakmore, the 2 drowners, and I'm seeing something very interesting over there. Let's go make an offering to a shrine I had not previously noticed. And then I think I want to go and check that path. The path over here that leads down the cliffside towards what appears to be a door in the cliffside, just to see what it leads to. Also, if it gets dark enough and the weird sprites come out and attack us, perhaps they too will count as monsters, although it might be best to avoid creatures of pure weirdness. The monsters seem to be creatures corrupted by the weirdness, embodying some of its essence. But if we go for the full-on spirits, things that are completely 100% weirdness, that might be very bad indeed. So the nature of the beasts we destroy may matter. We got another druidic shrine. Make an offering of animal parts for 5% mana regeneration, 5% stamina regeneration. Sounds good to me. We got plenty of weird plasm. Let's go for some monster blood though, but even more of that. And we get the Horned Warden's Amulet, another part of the set. Which means that now we have amulet, nothing for the head. We got the gloves. So we need head, body. Got the trousers and the boots. So head, body, I think just those 2 then. Oh, unless there's a cloak. Speaking of cloaks, let us absolutely put this on. There we go. And we've apparently leveled, so that is magnificent. And what better place to do so than right here by the shrine. Right, what do I want this level? I really want the endurance, but we do need more dexterity and strength. For the dexterity isn't such a high priority for me, but it is our lowest ability score. And we could always do with some more perception. And practicality, although you know what? We'll take the dexterity this level, because we need to get up to at least 8 anyway. And then we'll look at our options here. That's full, that's full. Let's go... critical hits of arrows have a 25% chance to refund 1 arrow. That's great. Significantly increased zoom while using bows. Let's go for that, right? Because that'll be nice. Slows down time, was it? Which, of course, is one of the reasons why this is a single-player game and not some kind of Fallout 76 nightmare. And you know what? Because it's dark and we have some items to identify, unexceptional, yeah, nothing special. And I can't click these buttons anymore, which is annoying. Decent. Okay. Ruby shell. Interesting. Stick that on a healing cloak. Right. And then we have good items. Okay. Not that good, apparently. Right. Well, I'm sure we can trade some of those. Let us rest then till morning. ish, and continue our quest. We need 11 more foes that must be monstrous. I'm not sure the poison knights will count for that. But I do know where there are a couple of dryads. They might count as animals, however. We know there's knuckle of these down there. So I'm thinking, where is the most monster-rich area? Probably the cornfields. Now there's a fort. And if we head towards the cornfields, we can head to... Yeah, jutting chin, mouth, nose, tiny little eye, forehead. There's a face in the rock there. It's fine. We could even pretend that's his chest and his little hand sticking out there begging or something. Right. If we head towards the cornfields, we should be able to dump some of this stuff at market as well. Now, it has been hinted that filling it with the life essence of monsters may have unexpected side effects upon the man. But, so here's the interesting thing, right? Kvord used his own life force for the man he loves to fill a heart for him. Did he use his own life force for the man whose wife had lost her heart? Or did he use the husband's life? Which would make a lot more sense.
Hello again. I've got everything you didn't know you needed.
And I've got some interesting things for you as well. Still nothing to do with these, however. Right. Okay. I don't need a third one of these. I should probably just stash this. I should improve this. I don't think it'll improve the enchantments, but it could improve the shield's properties somewhat. We should make some new arrows soon, because we're running low. Okay. That can go in the stash. As can this. Right. Okay. Is it just crafting materials again that are weighing us down? Quite probably, yes. I feel the great monster hunt should continue. And I'll stash this as well for good measure. Now. I see. Oh, yeah, we need to be on the lookout for more meteoric iron. I believe the smith here sells some. So, if we fill his heart with the life of monsters, would he then become ferocious and angry and hate people? Or perhaps be more attracted to monsters and go spend his time out in the wilderness looking for rare resources, and perhaps the monsters wouldn't attack him? Would he fall in love with monsters and say, "You horrible people, how dare you attack them? I'm not going to make any weapons and armor for you anymore"? I don't know. The suggestion has heavily been that we should fill the heart with our own life force. But we unfortunately have a very good reason for not doing that.
Something for me to look at?
I mean, let's see. Let's have some of this. I imagine it won't come back. Now, +4, +4, +2, +2, +1. Right, okay, well, in that case, 1, 2, 1, okay, that's 3, there. So in that case, we're now looking at like, 5s and 6s for our current gear. But we're closing in. I mean, that's never going to be a comparison on pure armor alone. Would like to find... Oh, and you know what? There was somewhere else I was going to go, wasn't there? Yes, there was. But maybe we should go out into the cornfields, because they probably do count. Ah, but if they do that suicide attack of theirs without us killing them, does that matter, right? Do we need to slay them ourselves to harvest their life force, or do we merely need them to perish near us? And one reason I'm asking that question, of course, is that under the spirituality tree we have a number of things that just suck the life force out of nearby bodies, like necrotic empowerment. So let's go give it a try. Not that we have those abilities, but the heart may operate on a similar basis, and if it does not, then we should probably be asking why not. Oh, there are 2 red caps up this way also. I don't feel the possessed peasants will count, just as the deserter did not. Let us try this side of the water first. Uh-oh. You're a monster. Yeah, burn. I didn't do that, you did. I have timed that well. Or I could just keep hitting. Mate, you don't count. And I'm going to overburden myself if I find and loot that last peasant, who should be around here somewhere. Oh, not you. Here we go. No, apparently I get to continue. Okay, awesome. The heart is now on 5, so yep, as I suspected, only the straw father counted. But if I can find the little minion creatures, come out, wherever you are. Well, look, you lot don't count. I probably don't need these things. Okay. Now we do know over here there are some more. But it's also over the water. Not you. There we go. So that should arguably be 8. They don't count. Could have sworn I failed at least one of them. Let's hunt some monsters we know we can kill then. There are undead and marrowghasts and some knucklevies in the swamp. And some dryads from Celtic mythology, from Greek mythology, who don't have much of a place here. But, presumably because role-playing games from the 1970s and 80s have associated dryads quite strongly with druids, and druids quite strongly with nature, and druids are quite strongly connected with Celtic mythology, you can see how they could have been dragged into this game by some kind of a loose association. And in this game world, dryads are women who failed the initiation rites to become druids. Or messed up somehow. Female druidesses who really... And it's interesting. So they failed the test to become closer to nature by becoming too close to it. Ah yes, and down here... on this side, I believe. No, there's that ramp there. And we want to go that way. Oh, we also want this. I'm not going to leap off a cliff to hasten my descent, because I don't know my way around this map quite so well yet, and I don't think it would increase our jumping skill that much. I mean, look, there's our jumping skill there. It's not impressive. I don't know what it is, but it seems to have given up now that it can't see me in mid-air anymore. Must be something on top of that hill. And the map made it look like an animal, not a monster. Could go this way. I don't want to though, I'll go this way instead. There is a trader I could visit. Let's just put our weapons away so we don't menace the townsfolk. Walking around with a large metal heart with bluish, purplish mauve glowing inside, and an axe. I think, why are you carrying a hollow heart and an axe? Are you the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz? Now here's a fun fact. If you read the original novel, the reason the Tin Man doesn't have a heart is that he has an axe. And he liked to use his axe to cut things in half. He started with wood. Then he moved on to animals and people and everything he could find until he cut his own heart in half to prove how good he was at chopping things up with his axe, and that's why he doesn't have a heart. That's right, the Tin Man was a serial killer. Yeah, they left that out of the film and all the later films and stuff. There's been 1 or 2 pseudo horror movies almost sci-fi channel, they kind of tried to turn the Tin Man into some sort of metallic juggernaut with an axe. To make him look like some kind of monster. There we go. But even they did not fully embrace his original backstory, probably because they couldn't be bothered to know it. This is it there? Or I'm thinking of the ones down here, aren't I? But we might as well go take a look anyway. I don't think there are any more just here on the left. No. Oh well. I see evil men. Yeah, I think we're just heading for the next road along. Oh, that's her train. Right, I was thinking, what's that white stuff? Okay, we'll go this way. We'll have to fight some brigands. Unless... may have avoided them, right, you lot. Your caps can be dyed red with your own blood. Not mine this day. So now we're on 7. We're halfway there. Bon Jovi can sing about living on a prayer, but we're killing monsters. Like The Witcher. In that trailer, which is better than the later ones they did. Yeah, I had a friend who was a big Bon Jovi fan years ago. Right, we don't like the bear. Someone's out there. So... yeah, you get some too, pal. Don't worry.
Your gold belongs to us
now. None of you have been forgotten. But we are going to be overburdened when fighting those dryads with no shield. It's going to be rough. There should be another dead one around here that we killed. Maybe we hit him so hard we knocked him into the tree or something. I don't know. But we don't particularly need... oh! I see. Problem solved. Unlike that bear, which will continue to be a problem for some time now. With our current burden, we probably cannot clamber up onto that rock and get over and circumnavigate and circumvent the bear. Circumnavigate is to go round a circle, circumvent is to go around the edge of something and avoid it. Speaking of avoiding, that bear is getting very close. Oh god, the dryads are showing as human? They might not even be monsters. Okay, you stay there, Mr. Bear. Don't mind us. We're just coming round here, and these are not showing as monsters. Wait, monsters do use the human thing, isn't it? It's just animals who have a different sign. Right, now. Does summons count? Probably not. But if they do, that'd be great. Axe, meet me. Lady, terribly sorry about this, but you're kind of asking for it. And there are some more corpse gobblers over there. I imagine it's not going to matter too much which kind of monsters we use. Our healing spell seems less effective than before. Let me guess. 7 or 9, okay. So the summons might count, but I killed 3 of them. This was on 5. 2 for the red caps makes 7. 2 more for the dryads makes 9. Got it. So summons do not count. I strongly suspect the poison knights will not count either. But I imagine we're about to find out. So that should be 10. Got him. Eventually. 11. Right. The wolf definitely won't count. Oh, and you know what? I shouldn't have used the healing spell when we got those 15-point potions to get rid of. Weighing us down. Yeah. The wolves are faster. Let them come to us. Well, I'll say that, but... I mean, that roaring sound he made... Well, more of a gurgle, really. Yeah. Poison knights do not count. Which was only to be expected, really. I'm not sure we need an icon to show us that we have a full stamina bar. We've already got a stamina bar on the screen, and we can see there how full it is. The heart does appear to have more energy around it now. I like the fact that it's visually powering up slightly, and not quite as empty looking as it was before. If I go down this way, especially if I avoid the poison knight,
Welcome back, Wanderer.
I should get a few more and hopefully fill the heart.
Here's what I have.
Allow me to share with you the bounty of my butchery. Don't need 2 of those. Right. I appear to have another duplicate. There we go. Scorched Warden's Tattered Cloak. Cloak of Retribution. And +6, mind you. Oh, that's been... They've drastically reduced the lifesteal on that. But they haven't refunded that and taken it back down to nothing. That's not scaling anymore. Okay. Right then. 4 more.
Fare thee well, then.
I believe my quarry awaits. Down yonder path. Let's try to ignore... Oh, if Marugars show us animals instead of monsters, that could be a problem. These, however... Yeah, that does look horribly like an animal, doesn't it? Okay, let's do this. I doubt there's... Oh, it's a fucking animal. Although it seems to have counted. Well, we got a load of duplicate spells again. We should absolutely go through those. Here we go. And presumably... How many times? That was 3 times I had to click that. Okay, first time it's taking a little while to... Okay. Okay, go back to 4. Off. Okay, I'm glad I got my shield ready. That is an insane amount. Okay. Well, we needed that. Obviously, we need more potions. That's a start. And that's something. Right. We are not getting those criticals for the... Okay. We just go with that. We got a lot of them. Okay, that's good. That's great. That's brilliant. Now, a little bit more, please. Oh, we need so much stamina. You know what we should do? That's not great. Uh-huh. I mean, the music sounds very nice. Like, things are going to ease off a little. Lots of stamina increases, not a lot of straight up stamina replenishment. I mean... Okay then. Let it be so. You know what? Keep this up. We'll be able to go weird on these things again soon. I think we're down to just one now. Although... Woof. that was something we could not have hoped to achieve in the past. Like, way back in the Horns of the South. At least not in the early times. We've used 5 of these. What are they? They're 75% health. Excellent. We've probably made even bigger ones, to be honest. 29% health is good. Let's pop those in there. Okay. Well, that was certainly hard work. And there's another one waiting down here for us. Probably 2. Yep, 2. 2, though, is nowhere near the 6 or 7 we just dealt with, so... Yeah, that's right. We still got sparkles. Food. 54 health? Yeah. Have some porridge. Well, some kind of crude, downgraded porridge. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh well. This might be a way back. I mean, I hope not. Right? It may be before we filled the heart. Although that would be most cruel, wouldn't it? It is not. So, here is what we shall do. We shall venture into yonder cottage, where there is alchemical equipment available to us. There's also a bed. Although I don't particularly feel comfortable making use of it, given what has occurred in here. Wait. Sealand's Research Entry 5. Experiment Log 5. Human Spark Isolation. Specimen, a blood sample. Homeless girl, unnamed subject. Objective, to identify the spark within human cells and determine its compatibility with plant tissue. Procedure. Blood centrifuged and treated with distilled weirdstone extract, analyzed for reactive spark behavior. Results. Spark identified but erratic, reacting violently to weirdstone. Notable degradation in cellular structure within 30 minutes. Notes. The human spark is volatile, requires stabilization before grafting attempts proceed. Perhaps it's stable inside the body. And Note 1. Specimen. Vitis vinifera, grapevine root. Objective. To observe and isolate the regenerative spark within plant tissues. Procedure. Sample was immersed in weirdstone extract to amplify cellular activity. Observed under a magnifying lens for spark behavior. Results. Initial regeneration accelerated by 20%. Cellular spark emitted faint bioluminescence under weirdstone influence. Notes. While robust, the spark lacks directional purpose. Further enhancement needed to mimic human intent. I mean, with such a lack of empathy or common sense, the guy might as well have just invented AI. You know, just saying. No alchemical equipment. Could have sworn there was some in here. Oh well. there are other places. Oh, let's rest then. And head out. Because apparently those two down there were really... hello? What's happening here? Are you okay? Has he turned into an angry monster? Or is he being threatened by one? It sounds like there's a wolf nearby. I should leave well alone. Perhaps I've just given him too many wicked things. Although we could just quickly... I think he's been out here too long. I don't believe we can trade with him anymore. Although if we come back another day we might see. That's new. I've never seen that particular development before. So if we just pop down here and run up here to avoid the bear, that seems to have worked against all the odds. In which case, let us leg it down this road as if the hounds of hell are on our trail. Past where we defeated the Redcaps yesterday, and be headed across that water past the great tree. Oh, and I still haven't gone where I wanted to. Later then. We can do that still. Whoa. Looked right, one of those creatures was behind us. And we're hearing weird sounds again, as if there's something nasty near the area. And I don't just mean the big bird that cannot tell us the way to Sesame Street. All right, fine, you do it then. Look, here's what happens, right? You try and hit me, I try and hit you.
Your armor won't save you.
My turn. There we go. See? I mean, to a certain extent, we could argue my armor certainly did save me. Same could not be said of you, Sir Knight. In fact, I'm not sure we could call you a knight, really. A black knight, perhaps. But even a black knight usually has a fief. A fiefdom. A kingdom. Right? Or a domain. Right? To be a knight, one has to be in service to a lord. Typically a king. I mean, what does knight mean? It means knecht, which means king's rider, as in the man the king entrusts with a horse, the man to whom the king has given a horse to carry out his will. You, I'm sorry, but you are just really hostile. I have no honey for you. Let us deliver the heart, and then I do still have somewhere I would like to visit. Excuse me? You can just... Okay, so you're named after that character from the Slain comics. Here is the full heart.
Ah, so you've chosen to wrangle unwilling lives and cram them inside. A I can almost feel them churning within. I'm curious to see what will come of it. Here. This is no peaceful heart. I hope your friend is strong enough to tame it. It was a pleasure. Give Bayor my regards. I hope his new heart brings him happiness.
Well, he's a physically strong man. I'm not sure he's emotionally strong. But perhaps he can find strength within this heart and use it. Take that strength for himself and use it to tame this heart. It was a sacrifice too great for one who already loves. Speaking of which, we really should go back and visit her ladyship again sometime. Off camera, I've gone seen her, and since the latest patch, she now stands in a different part of the house, so woo, progression! She stands up against the north wall instead of the east wall. Yeah, I know. Amazing. Massive improvement. I mean, it is a bit, we have to twist our neck less on the way through the door to see her. I wonder how many people might have actually missed her and complained that, oh, why is she standing beside me hiding like she's going to stab me with a shiv in a prison? She likes you that much? She wants to eviscerate you? No, she just liked that particular part of the house, apparently. Well, the pig woman's gone. And in all honesty, it's probably better to just, you know... I wouldn't say it's a pleasure to see the back of her, but she kind of brought this on herself. We could have persuaded her to fall into the trap, and maybe her and the other pig would have been very happy together. But it still wouldn't have felt... And perhaps that's the only way they could have felt happy together. But for now, let's hope this man can feel happy together with his new heart.
What do you need?
I spoke to Kvor, a stone warden. He managed to forge a new heart for you.
What? That's amazing. What materials did he use? What else was needed? Did he tell you how to make it? Oh my. I have so many questions. But those can wait. First things first. For this, I will need your help, my friend. Once more, as always. So, shall we begin?
He wants us to put it in him. Theoretically, yes, but you should reconsider it. Look, okay. Lie down, close your eyes, and don't worry. Kvor made sure the new heart is strong, although I've got no idea how to put it in you.
Okay then. Let's see if those Stone Warden legends have a grain of truth in them.
Now he does seem quite mild-mannered.
Suppose that's it. Surprising how simple it is to look into someone's heart and tear it out, isn't it?
How do you feel?
It's different. Everything looks a bit like it's mired in fog. But I don't feel bad. In fact, I feel good. I feel stronger. I guess more will become clear with time. For now, I'll just have to wait and see. The measure of my debt to you is 2 hearts. I don't know how a man could ever repay something like that. I'll be going back to work. Visit me sometime. Don't be a stranger.
Now, Arthur. Your apprentice is back to work. Can we speak about Yvain's expedition now?
Bayor's fully recovered. He's doing well and making his own decisions. He doesn't need an old man hovering over him anymore. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm proud of him, but you didn't hear that from me. You've done right by me, so I'll give you some advice. This whole expedition is madness. But as they say, sometimes there's method in madness.
Absolutely.
And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones can still be useful. I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about him. It's about our home. I'll do whatever I can for Kuanakt. Tell Yvain he can count on me. Even if it's the last journey I'll ever take.
It may be for many of you. I observed they are wearing the same belt. They're practically wearing the same outfit, but with a slightly different texture on the apron. And different colour.
What do you need?
Let's see what you have. It did come back. Ooh. Okay. I'm intrigued. So that's +4. That is +6. So we've got a way to go there. Boots are free, gloves are free. So okay, fine. Duh. So it's all about the armor. 4, 3, 4. Okay, so now we got 1. We can put it in the gloves or the boots. The boots is just fine. And we got some items to sell, so let's do that too.
What do you need?
I'll give you 3 guesses. It starts with S and ends with L. Oh, that reminds me, actually, we should make some arrows. We almost certainly have the materials. We even have an entire separate tab for them. Okay, copper, iron, titanium. Maybe we should hold off on that, but make a few iron arrows. Shouldn't be a problem. And again, we cannot click that button. That's very annoying. And I do hope it gets patched again at some point. Sharpened, sure. Wait, we can do iron sharpened, can't we? Right. Hey, wait, what happened to the other one? Well, we got one already, haven't we? Okay, and all these lovely things we can make. Don't have that chance for worse, even though it's just weak. Let's see now. Croakmore stuff. We could have done that. And maybe that's something we should look into. In the not too distant future. For now though, we are nearing the point where we may wish to consider changing our attire. However, oh, and there's also that place I want to go and visit. I must remember that because it might have to go into the next episode now. So I was thinking, what? Bare affection, bearing our heart, heart on sleep. I wonder if we can fit, oh, not a, for episode title, you know. I thought of one, and I'm not sure we'll have enough letters, because there is a 100-character limit on YouTube video titles. I can't remember what it was now.
Put
Something
everything
like to
will be
mend a
just
wounded
fine.
heart? I cannot remember.
Just passing through? Good.
About the companions for your journey.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail?
All three will join you on your holy mission.
Ah, now that is truly wonderful news. You've achieved what seemed impossible. I'm grateful that fate has guided you to my side. With Niante, Magat, and Ifra, we shall strive to restore hope to the people of Kurnacht. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Kurnacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself.
You said it was going to
Be
be an
the
item.
shield that watches over Kurnacht, as House Terian has done for generations.
Are we plunged into the weirdness? We are back here. And I suspect soon we shall unlock this shield section and have another PowerPoint to place within it. Okay. So I think that's the... We got the helmet, the sword, the shield. We got the yellow trail. And what was the other one? So, sword came first. So are there 4 then? And now we can expect nighttime nasties, I imagine.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
We have not extracted the soul yet, but let us bind it to the stone. So it's as if the soul fragment has been removed from the shield and passed down from the lords of the house, from one generation to the next.
I am the wall between order and ruin.
And then, presumably, we get to speak to His Majesty once more. And he should feel more of himself returning. Oh, this is different.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You
That
must
voice
see
sounds
the danger
familiar.
now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamides, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else.
I decided to give my sword to the horns of the south, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes, one to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamides. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility?
I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamides. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, and may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come.
Palamides sounds a bit like Robert Webb, but I'm pretty sure it's not him. And now, I'm going to presume... Yes, 1 point available. What do we have here? You create another blast of energy when the King's Soul ends. What blast of energy? Activating King's Soul creates a blast of energy, dealing damage around you. That would be good for the Stag Shrines. Enemies take the amount of damage you have dealt to them when using King's Soul once again after it ends. All the damage we dealt to them at the end of it gets repeated, or just the initial blast gets repeated at the end, regardless of whether they are near us. When using King's Soul, a weird shield collects 10% of the damage dealt to you. Obviously, I'm probably going to go for this one. When the King's Soul ends, you gain mana shield equal to the accumulated damage for 30 seconds. That's lovely. I like that one a lot. Obviously, we're probably nearing the end of our time here. Or rather, our deed is done. I presume we cannot rest here. So let us head out once again into the wide world and anticipate. I believe we can't interact with these. Oh, we can.
He was the fire that forged order from chaos. He was the hand that lifted kingdoms, the will that carved a path through darkness.
And then, over here.
He was the shelter against the storm. He was the vow unbroken, the bulwark that stood when all else fell.
No, a bulwark is a baby cow, my dear. A bulwark is a shield, a tower, a bastion.
Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamides understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people.
Aren't you being a bit harsh? I mean, he's trying to redeem himself and do something good for once against the cowardice of Camelot, who are gathering up everything, grasping it close to them, clutching too tight, afraid to let go.
I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand.
Right. We have a lot of choices here, and I presume we might get to make more than one. What is it that Denham and Yvain don't understand?
All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamides, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots.
You speak as if Yvain did not make the choice to protect his people. What would you do in this situation? No, let's not ask that yet. Some of these... that is probably the last one to take, okay. But Yvain did choose to seek the Grail. That has to count for something.
It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work, turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kuanacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots.
You make it all sound obvious, but this is a rather complex political situation, by which I mean people have made it a complex political situation.
Yes. The situation is complex, but that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis, and yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures.
We have leaders who do not wish to lead, who wish to be puppets and have the work done for them by the power behind the throne. Why do you think your kingdom isn't prospering? And is he going to put it down to leadership and just say they're doing a bad job and I could do better?
We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament.
And that could be why recently a number of banks abandoned their heraldic devices for crappy things like a red fucking pentagon. What would you do in this situation?
Turn every resource toward understanding why the wyrdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamides was made Avalon's shield. To judge for himself what serves the people. Even if it meant standing against me.
You say that as if that's a decision I might have to make. You told him Merlin may disagree with your decision. What did you mean by that?
Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this.
Yes, the division of power you made. Except for the symbol of a shield, what did Palamides receive from you?
I named his bloodline the Shield of Palamides, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power.
And what do we do now?
Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
Let us truly hope so. I also anticipate meeting Caradoc once again. It would be fitting that he arrive near here soon. Ah, we are in this chamber. But it might be nice if we don't see him till we at least leave the building. Or even the region.
Just keep your head down.
We awake in the ruined remnants of the mansion. We should thank his lordship for the gift, but he does not appear to be here. Will not open yonder doorway for us.
I should stay out of trouble.
He seems now to be entirely... okay. Gone from here already. He did not wait for us. Let's see if this fellow has anything to say.
You need something? Good to see you. I assume this visit is more than social.
He has nothing to say.
Farewell. May your steps lead to better days for Cana.
Nothing about his lord's departure, him not waiting for us. Would have been a good time for him to speak out. This looks a little bit like a heart here, but with this up here, it looks like the spade from a deck of cards upside down with a little diamond above it, and cat's whiskers out to the side. Very mirrored patterns on each door. They mirror one another really perfectly. Now, is the traitor out here? The communist. We could call him as well if we wanted to look at it. So he believes he has the people's best interests at heart. We don't know if he does or not. Depends on how we choose to view things. And it seems the king is becoming a little more narrow-minded in his view of the world. What he has seen does not please him. Oh, that sounds bad. Surely the whole town cannot...
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, Some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends. Said he'll wait nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today?
I'm not sure I'd call him a friend. In my vision, I met Palamides. You could do him proud. You would.
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on a quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth,
Is that a rough?
it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered.
He's like Theoden rousing from the stupor and beginning to take control of his life once again. That's one way to view Lord Yvain. Your decision brings back glory to the House of Talion. Sure. Well, honor more than glory, but yeah. I won't necessarily claim that he'll make his name in history.
House Terion ends with me. Lady Maeve was never granted the chance to give me an heir. And I couldn't bring myself to take another wife or continue the lineage while the world I knew crumbled around me. But your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory it will end.
And you passed on the title to a big fat leser, so she's not going to have any kids either. That's not great, is it? Right, okay. When are you setting out on your quest for the Grail?
As soon as the necessary preparations are complete. With any luck, it won't take much longer. And Sam will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. For now, he's assisting me in gathering supplies. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality.
What will happen to Connacht?
I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities.
I can fully believe
Camelot
that.
will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough. And so, I thank you once more. House Terion is... No, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew.
This is pretty tragic, really.
Farewell.
We're seeing the end of a line, a legacy. I think that is a rough. Now, where's the nasty bastard himself? Presumably not far from here. Oh no. Lady, you better watch out. This could get nasty.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here, go to this place and see if the door opens for you.
Is it the forgotten door that we found earlier? Arthur's mansion?
No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings, it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum.
What's in there?
I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things, and our relationship soured.
And inviting me to go into the house of your enemy. That's all you wanted.
No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh, you'll see for yourself.
No surprises this time.
How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata's country is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than
I
you
meant from
sneaking off
you.
with their sacred helmet.
And what after that?
Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
I've been there, so I know where it is. I think we got a new level. The Long Defeat, that's not a good title. Makes you think of The Long Kiss Goodnight. Or something similar, but while I'm here... Wrong door. Let's go make some supplies. Now we should be able to open many doors. And again, we cannot click the button. Let's see if we can make 2. Okay, it's better than nothing. Right, we're kind of good. How are we doing for time? Good time. Okay. Let's meander down to the forge. To see if Bayor has replenished his supplies.
Got something for me to look at?
Perhaps. He has not, and that's okay. Right. Meaning our capacity for upgrades is now severely limited. In which case, let's head out this way. And see if I can find my way to that which I seek. Now, it's this way, I believe. We're seeking... Oh, no, no, no. It's on the other side. As in, right across the river deep and wide. right across to the other side. Is that walk of life or this man's too strong? I can't remember. Anyway, been a while. The location we are attempting to reach is obtained by somewhere in this gorge. This great chasm rent into the earth. There. That'll be it. Please tell me you haven't come back yet. I am greatly pleased by this. I see shrine. Have I visited it yet? I must have done, surely. Yeah. But not every druidic shrine has been reached. Now, how do we... Too far. Aha! So, descending down this broad ledge, let us pick some plants. And cross over this bridge. And here we have Ocuin, the cinnamon sage, once again. Let's just quickly knock up a quick fire. Could have just used his. However, what do you think about Yvain's decision in the Grail quest?
It is a bold decision, and I am glad he finally made it. It was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Kuanat, at least until the lives of its people are in immediate danger.
You say that as if the lives of its people
It's
will
an ancient law I established
inevitably
myself.
be in
I
immediate
am
danger.
glad you chose to help him. With company like this, his mission may yet succeed. Even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered. Of that, I am certain.
Then I'm glad to hear it. We're absolutely taking this one, right? Yeah. Interesting that we've gone for the right-hand path on every single one. Okay. I really want to do this, so stuff it. I will. 3, 4, and then I think 3 more here for like 7 levels before we could even qualify for that armor. But hey, many options available to us. You know what? We should just grab First Blood as well, right? Or, ooh, Titan's Endurance is rather good. We are stepping away slowly from the duelist set, however, so I should just take gaining momentum again, because we did find ourselves with a severe stamina shortage. Now that we are on this side of the chasm, we can descend towards the door I have espied quite early on in this act. The Tomb of Sir Gawain. Oh, we're going to get stuff with Gawain and the Green Knight. And Sir Bertilac or Bertilac, depending on which spelling you prefer. That almost feels like it should be in the next episode. One moment then. When did I start recording this one? How long is this going to be already? Because I'm thinking this might be long enough, and it would be a nice thing to end the episode. But also, okay, definitely long enough. I think this will wait till next time. So with that, it also feels unique enough to be its own episode entirely, and we're going in with an axe, of course, which is the weapon of the Green Knight. Sir Gawain is one of the most perfect and honourable of the knights, but even he has his moments of weakness, his folly. It'll be interesting to see how that aspect of humanity is represented. For now though, I am going to end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.